Hi, good morning, children. Welcome to your mathematics lecture. So, today we are going to move with a new lesson, that is lesson number 17, geometrical constructions. Now, children, before beginning with the topic in the lesson, let us discuss something about an example related to geometry. Have you seen construction of a building anytime, anywhere? Okay. Which method is used to make sure that the wall is exactly upright? Upright means it's in straight line properly from the ground to top. Which is the method that is used? Okay. Let us learn it through this pic given in your textbook. Can you see this image? Right. What does the mason in the pic have in his hand? Can you see this something he is catching hold of? What is this thing? It is known as plumb. P-L-U-M-B. Plumb. Now, its weight is suspended from a string. With its help, the mason verifies if the bricks are arranged in a line. This plumb, which is attached to a string over here, the mason just keeps it on the top and it just lies down straight to the ground and at last this helps the mason to find out whether it is properly in a straight line. Also, he also sees that it is to be in a straight line, at the same time reach the ground level as well. Now the straight line to the ground level is nothing but a right angle. He at last finds out whatever is the construction going on should be in the form of right angle. The wall should be 90 degree to the ground. Now apart from this, have you all seen the lamp posts on the roadside? Anytime lamp posts I would say street lights kind of thing. Have you seen it? Yeah, we see it, right? There are almost, whenever we pass on through the road, we can see street lights over there. We can see lamp posts over there. Now, when you see the lamp post, how is it? Is it slanting? Is it in curve? No, it is completely in straight line. When it touches the ground, what is the angle that is formed? Yes, it is right angle. Now, children, in both the examples that we had discussed now, one of the mason, other lamp post, both I had compared it with a topic called as right angle. Now, the lines forming this right angle is called as the perpendicular. The lines forming right angle is called as the perpendicular. Now, let us learn something more about it. Now, here in this figure, line L and N intersect at point M. Line L and line N intersect at point M. Now, if you find out the measure of this angle from all the four sides using your protractor, you can find out that here it is 90 degree, this side it is 90 degree, below it is 90 degree, here also it is 90 degree. So, on all the four sides, the angles are 90 degree. Now, hence, this forms a right angle. Now, I said you before, the lines that is forming a right angle is called as perpendicular. Hence, I could say line N is perpendicular to line L. Now, how do we write perpendicular? See here. Line L, perpendicular is written in this form. Okay, just opposite of T. Line N is the proper symbol to write when you want to predict something as perpendicular or in the right angle. Clear? Understood? Come on. Now, we are going to learn how to construct this right angle, that means the perpendicular, in different ways. We are going to learn how to construct this perpendicular in different ways. Come on, let's begin it. Now, using a set square means, first what I'll do? First thing I will do is, I will draw a line. Okay, by using scale and pencil, I will draw a line. I'll name it as P and Q. Now, what is the rule? Drawing a perpendicular to a line at a point on the line. So, we have to plot a point on the line. Suppose I am plotting it as T. Okay, this is the point on the line. Now, this is my set square. Okay, this is a set square. You can take any. I have taken this. Now, we have to draw a perpendicular to this line PQ joining this point T. Can you all see this point? See here, I have plotted a point and I have named it as T. Now, how to do it? I'll show you. Now, place your set square in such a way on the line like this. See, the end should touch this point and this below part, bottom part should lie on the line. Clear? Getting me? Yeah. Now once this is done, what you will do is you will have to draw a line that is passing through this point P and just extend it below. Now this is perpendicular. Now since it is T, I am naming it as S. So this way we have to draw perpendicular. This set square is first placed on this point and the bottom part is lying on the line. And then by joining this point, I am drawing a straight line and hence I got line ST perpendicular to line PQ. Clear? Understood? Now we are going to learn to draw a perpendicular using a protractor. Now for this we need a scale, we need a pencil and we need a protractor. Okay. First thing, as usual, we have to draw a line. So I am drawing a line. I guess you all can see. I am naming this line as X, Y. In this one also, we have to draw perpendicular to a line at a point on the line. So I am marking a point over here. I am naming it as A. I am taking my protractor, placing the midpoint of this protractor on the given point of the line through which I have to draw the perpendicular. Now this is the point A. Right to 90 degree. I have to mark. Yeah, I did it. Now I'll join this point A and the point over here which was 90 degree for me. Okay. Yeah. So now BA perpendicular to XY. So I have drawn a perpendicular to a line XY at a point A on the line itself. So hence, if you want to recheck both the questions, just take your protractor and place in the midpoint wherever the point is and find. If it comes 90 degree, that means your answer is right. Now, the last one we have is using a compass. Compass is this particular thing. Okay, fine. We have learned it before. I'm just saying it once again so that you can recollect it. This is a compass. Now, let us start. Now, for compass also, first thing I will do is, I will draw a line. I will mark it as UV. Now the point on the line, here it is I. Take your compass, place it at point I and then draw two arcs on either side. Yeah, I have drawn it. Now, this was the measure that I took. I'll just increase it a little and then draw an arc on the top from both the ends. Okay, I had done it. Now take your ruler, that is scale. Join these 2 points, that is point I and the intersection of these 2 arcs, and pass a line through it. IJ. So now for checking, I'll take my protractor, place it over the line. Yeah, see, I am rechecking it. It's straight to 90 degree. That means my answer is right. So now you all understood how to draw and recheck your answer, whether it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means it should be always 90 degree. Fine. Understood the first method where we are drawing a perpendicular to a line at a point on the line. See, everywhere the point was plotted on the line. First one was using a set square. Second one was using a protractor. Third one was using a compass. Come on. We'll move to the next type now, where we have to draw perpendicular to a line from a point outside the line. Okay, now the first one over here is we have to do it by folding the paper. Now how to do is I'll show you. So this is a paper that I've taken. What I'll do is I'll draw a line on the paper. Okay, so this is my line M N. So a point P is taken outside the, you all can see it? Okay, so this is line MN and point P is taken over here. Now what I'll do is, I'll fold the paper in such a way that my MN, see my MN, the line is being folded. Okay, can you see MN on both sides? No, because it is in the folded part. Now this is P. Can you see this P? Right? Now I'll fold the paper in such a way that this dot is touching the line. Yeah, see. Now when I open this, I get a straight line. See, I get a straight line. Can you see this? See a straight line passing through that point. Now what I'll do, I'll open the paper like this. I'll take my scale, that is ruler, and draw a line that is passing through this point P as shown in the folded part. See. Now this is something which we had done using folding the paper. Clear? Understood? Fine. Now next, we have to draw a perpendicular to a line from the point outside the line using a set square. Set square, we all know now what is set square. So first thing we will do is, we have to draw a line. I drew a line. L, M. Point P. Take a set square and place it near to the point P, and the set square should be in such a way that it is almost to the line, and extend the line like this. Yeah. PQ. So this is something using set square. You can check it by keeping your protractor here and whether it is 90 degree or not. If it is 90 degree, that means your answer is right. Now coming to the next type, that is using a compass and a ruler. Fine, let us begin. Now for this, take a scale again. N, O. Now I'll plot a point outside, that is I. I'll take one arc. The same way I have to draw second arc. Okay, just increase this a bit. Take your compass, draw an arc from this side also. Draw an arc. Fine. Now just join it. This I and this point over here, we have to join it. Yeah. Can you all see this? It's clear? H. Fine. So this is your using a compass and a ruler. Now we have one more type, that is to draw a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Now children, you know what is bisector? Bisector is something that is dividing a line or an angle into two different parts. Maybe a midpoint, maybe something, but it is dividing. That means it is bisecting. But when it comes to perpendicular, that means it is bisecting that line in 90 degrees. Okay, it is bisecting the line in 90 degrees. Now let's see how. How come we have a bisector which is 90 degree? Let's see it. Yeah. Now to draw a perpendicular bisector, that means a line is dividing the line segment into two parts with 90 degree measure. For that, first we have to draw a line. So here it is. I have drawn a line. I am naming it as A, B. Okay. Suppose if you want to do it in a segment, I'll show you 10 segment. First we will show it in segment. Fine. Then I'll show you the line. Nothing, there is no much difference. Only thing in line and segment it is, in line segment we have arrow, in segment we don't have arrows, it's just dot. So A, B. Fine, as in textbook first we are going. Now what is the thing we have to do is, I'll place my compass over here and take more than half measure like this and draw an arc up and down. Now with the same measure, without changing the compass, I'll draw an arc on both the sides. Okay, have I done? Now I'll join these 2 points of the arcs. First point and the second point. Fine. I am joining this. Okay, now I am naming it as P and Q. Now if you want to check it, take a protractor, place it in the joining point with the bisecting point of the line segment. See, it is 90 degree. I have kept it in the bisecting point. So this is the perpendicular bisector, the point where the line PQ is bisecting a segment AB. Clear? Understood? Any doubts till here, you can ask me in the comment section or DCS that we keep. Now we have is your practice set number 39 and 40. I wish you all should do it by yourself, but for your rechecking purpose, because you all want to check whether your answer is right or wrong, I have solved some questions for you from your practice set 39 and 40. I'll show you now. Yeah. So this is practice set 39 question. That is, draw a line L. Take any point P on the line. Using a set square, draw a line perpendicular to line L at point P. So first I have drawn a line L. I have plotted the point on the line P. Then using the set square, I had drawn a perpendicular bisector. Now next, draw a line AB. Using a compass, draw a line perpendicular to AB at point B. Now AB is the line, but we have to draw perpendicular from B. So I didn't put B here. Instead I had used here so that I can draw the arc. So I had first taken the line using scale and pencil. After drawing the line, keeping the compass on B, I drew 2 arcs, and from there, by increasing the measure a bit, I drew arcs on the upper part, named it as M, and joined the line, and this is my perpendicular bisector. Now there is a question for homework for you all is, draw line CD, take any point M on the line. Using a protractor, you have to draw a line perpendicular to line CD at point M. So this is your homework question. Coming to the next exercise, that is practice set 40. Draw a line L. Take point P anywhere outside the line. Using a set square, draw a line PQ perpendicular to line L. It's as similar as that, but only difference is your point should be above, not on the line. It should be outside the line, anywhere outside the line. Then draw a line AB. Take point M anywhere outside the line. Using a compass and ruler, you have to draw line MN perpendicular to line AB. So M is the point taken outside. MN is the line which is perpendicular to line AB. The 2 questions for homework. Draw a line segment AB of length. See here, measure is given. So when you are drawing a line, you have to check the measurement. It should be 5.5 somewhere over here. This distance should be covered, and then you will bisect it using a compass and ruler. Next, take any point R on the line. Point should be taken on line XY. Then perpendicular bisector should be drawn at R using set square. So these are the questions and the questions for practice set. I guess you all understood the topic very well. Any doubts, so you all can ask me through DCS and all. I'll be joining you all. Not even that, even you can come up with the comment section. So till then, bye children. Meet you soon with some more topics. And your next chapter is also on the flow. You'll get it soon. Bye. Have a nice day.